What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. We have finished Trailblazers Cup after losing 4 in a row a couple of days ago and having a horrible time. I feel like I figured this game out. I went 5-1 in the next 6 to complete it and get the 10 out of 10 wins and the Prime Gold Players Pack. I've also got some other packs from doing some season progress, some other live stuff, the Theme Team Pursuit 5. And I have also now fully evolved Evo'd Nketiah. And I tell you what, his shooting is brilliant. I'm not going to show it in this video because I'm going to do a live game today with the full Arsenal Evo setup. We're going to get rid of all the meta defenders and go back to the Arsenal defenders for our first FUT Champs game today. Not before opening some packs, of course, but I've thoroughly enjoyed this card. It's a shame you don't see the goals get added in from the friendlies stuff, which is a bit tough. But although he's only 3-star, I've been thoroughly impressed with the fully evolved Evo'd Nketiah. So we have got the Trailblazer Cup overall rewards, a player pick and a Prime Gold Players Pack. I know Centurion starts today. I'm not saving any packs for Centurions. We're just going to go through them as we have with this one. We get ourselves 2 83s and an 82. I do want fodder. As you guys know, there is going to be a Martin Odegaard Centurions SBC coming. So I've got tradable packs first. This is from Marquee Matchups. I did the Marquee Matchups with mostly untradables, and I think I bought one player, the Barcelona woman that I bought. Wait, was that France? No, Argentina. It's Buendia. That's too bad. I am going to sell everything as per usual. We've got ourselves another Tomiyasu. Nice. We'll keep him, of course, because we didn't have him before. Is this the one that's expensive? Yes, it is. Let's go. That's lovely. Building up that coin balance again. Working on whether or not we want to get Bukayo Saka. I haven't decided yet. How have we still not packed Fabio Vieira? I don't get it. Go on, PSG me. Oh, never mind. EA, one day you'll give me like a monster pool. What do we reckon I'm going to pack first? Fabio Vieira or an icon? Could be either. Could be either. I'm going to sell everything, guys, that's tradable. I've done a good job this year, actually, of making sure we keep all of our tradables on the trade pile and getting our coins in. We get Spain, left back. It is going to be not another high-rated player, unfortunately. Javi Galan in there. And again, nothing of any real note. Probably still going to pick up a good like 10, 12, 15,000 coins from these tradable packs. And then a mixed players pack as well. It's going to be a silver. I always get like, oh, icon when that comes up, but never is. This can all go up. I'll try and sell the bronzes and silvers as well. It might be a bit difficult, but I'll try and sell them. And then I think there's one more tradable pack, is there? Yeah, the Prime Mixed Players Pack. We've got a rare gold out of this one, which is nice. Swiss, right mid, from, I don't even know, was that Ludogorets or something? Is that one of the women's team? Nope, Stefan. Oh, Vitinho. I saw Burnley and I got excited. I was hoping it was going to be Zaroury, but it wasn't. So that leaves us with not a lot, but a little bit. Obviously, not too many more opportunities to get Fabio Vieira out of these, but still a good opportunity to get some special cards, including a Trailblazer. A Cherubby duplicate is going to have to get thrown away. EA, please give us something good to do with like 83s, not 78 plus player picks. We're going to get ourselves... Oh, who's that going to be? Is that Christensen. Another 83. At least it's not a duplicate on that one, which is quite nice. We've got ourselves a small Electrum Players Pack. It's another silver as the face card, which is never fun. And again, no Arsenal players gold or silver in there. We get a 78 by 2. Just Spain. Always pain when it's Spain because it's very rarely going to be the big Spanish midfielders or even the Spanish fodder at centre-back. An 80 by 5 that were open last because we've got a Prime Gold Players Pack first, which is going to give us a German CDM Bayern. Is that Kimmich? It is. Lovely. We've actually got some big fodder there, which is really helpful when Odegaard does come. An 88 rated is very nice. And we don't get anything else really out of that. And of course, these are going to be duplicate untradables because I haven't got a single tradable player in the game that's gold. And then an 80 by 5 before looking at the team that we're going to put together for that Ginter for FUT Champs Game 1. It is Ginter. Is he 84 this year? He is. That's all right. Nothing crazy. Yeah, nothing crazy, but that's all right. Let's have a look at the team. And here, guys, is the finished article for our first game of the weekend league. We are back to Ramsdale in goal. We have got Cedric, Wubben, Kivior and Maritz in the back line. We've got El Neni and Declan Rice in the DM roles with Smith Rowe and Kai Havertz at cam. We now have 86 rated, fully Evo'd Eddie Nketiah and 75 Gio Quiroz up front. I have got on the bench Eder Militao, Ferland Mendy and Aurelien Tchouameni, who are probably going to come on at half-time as long as I'm, if I'm struggling in a game. I'm hoping for a first game we'll be all right. And we'll get off Kivior. We'll get off Cedric, actually, as well. And we'll get off Hamid El Neni just for those exchanges. Otherwise, I'm quite happy and quite content with the team overall. I haven't decided yet if we're going to play the full weekend league with the Evo Arsenal team or if we're going to be interchanging within teams and players. I guess it kind of just depends on how I'm going. But yeah, let's get into our first weekend league game for this game week and see if we can grab a win. Now then, here is our first opponent, new team. And new team has got Alisson in goal, Van Dijk, Upamecano, Camavinga, Kimmich, Fati Evo, Roman Rodrigo, Davies, Bathketh Evo. That's quite a nice team, actually. I am using a different formation now. I've been, to give a little rundown of how the week went since last FUT Champions. Basically, I had a decent weekend last weekend and went 12-8, but I still felt like, in spite of that, there was just some mad dark cloud over my head. It was so it was so weird because I was doing well. Ultimately, arguably, I was playing well. But in spite of the fact that sometimes I had figured some things out, I really didn't have the game down. And then I went into the lounge, that lounge thing, right? Good save, Ramsdale. Then I went into that, not Evo Lounge, it was the... what they call Trailblazers Lounge. And after the Trailblazers Lounge, I was humbled. I was like, okay, I just don't even know how this game works. And I spent the next few days just being really, really agitated and really angry at the game. And, I don't know if you guys have ever played with, that weird dark cloud over your head. It's the easiest way for me to explain it is just like it's a dark cloud. I don't know if you've ever played with that. Got to be getting that ball through there, haven't I? But what a save, Ramsdale. That guy had the space there to just drive in. But when you do, it's like nothing works. And you keep resorting back to things that are just inefficient and ineffective. And, I'd sit there and I'd do something completely dumb and then just be like, well, why hasn't that worked? And it was obvious why it hadn't worked because it was dumb. But in that heat of the moment... I'm sitting there and I'm just like, I'm not understanding why it doesn't work and refusing to take any kind of responsibility as to why it hasn't worked. Oh dear, that's a bad pass. I should have gone inside there. I tried to get the ball up to Nketiah. And I spent 2 days like that, right? Oh, that could be a foul. Okay, we defended that quite well. There's definitely a massive difference here between the team that I've been using and this Arsenal team, that's for sure. But yeah, then I played some co-op with Josh on Wednesday night, and he was telling me about the 4-3-3 false 9, which is what we're in now. And I was like, yeah, let me give this a try. And we played some co-op together, and it was decent. It was all right. We got some wins. I got up into the top of Division 3, and we got our rewards. And just through playing with somebody else, you kind of learn some of the things you're doing wrong real quick. It kind of takes the pressure off as well when you're playing with somebody else as well. Oh, I actually had the run there as well. Because it's a lot easier to just not blame yourself or the game. It's a lot easier to just be like, we're just learning. We as a group are just learning. And after that, I stuck with the 4-3-3 false 9. And I thought, you know what, let me just keep with it and see how we get on. That's a foul game. And if we can do anything and get some wins. And lo and behold, we went 5-1 in the Trailblazers Evo Lounge. I won a couple of other games. I won a draft, just with the mentality shift more than anything. We started winning. And
So I'm kind of in that formation now. However, I can tell you guys this as an absolute fact. After, what, 25 minutes of this game right here, this is our first, not even proper attack, just our first attack, really. And Eddie. Oh. And I can tell you straight away that after putting these Arsenal Evos back in, this is a significantly worse experience. And it comes down to one major factor. And I was banging on about it in like a frustrated / angry sense this week. But now I can tell you about it in a I'm all right, because, you know, we've kind of figured this out a little bit sense. And that is, without any shadow of a doubt, pace. Pace in this game is everything. As we finally get a goal there with Kai Havertz. This guy has been in my half for about 28 of these 31 minutes that we played so far. I've had 2 counterattacks. I hit the post with Eddie on one of them. Feel like he probably should have scored, to be fair. And scored with Havertz there off of one of them. But just defensively, the lack of pace, especially with Cedric, mad. I can't get the defender. There we go. Wubbenmoy, just kidding. Nice give you all. That's intercept, that is. Yes, it's just, it makes more of a difference than I wish it did in the game. I wish that pace was kind of like an important factor, because it is an important factor, even in real football, right? Like some of the like top talents that we've had over the years have had some things in common. Like, you know, when you look at players like Aaron Lennon, Theo Walcott, like some players in like the history of world football that have all had really, really good starts to careers. A lot of that stemmed from, oh, hey, look, you're really fast. And, you know, if you can kind of like develop the other side of the game, you've got a chance of being a really good player. And some of them went on to be technically gifted as well. And some of them just genuinely didn't. Some of them went to be technically ungifted, I suppose. Go on in, Eddie. I see you there, baby. Oh. But yeah, it's a bit sad that it is almost everything in FIFA. But this guy doesn't even realize, though, like, he just had the space there to blitz past Cedric with this midfielder, and instead of taking it, he passed inside, and that was a mistake for him. And that is half-time. That's a shame that's half-time, because I actually wanted the counter-attack there. And so we find ourselves 1-0 up at the half, guys. I've had 59% possession, but it's not been like controlled possession in terms of like being in a good spot of the game. So as I explained, I am going to make the changes. I want to get the better players on here. We're going to get Evo'd Nketiah on, probably for Wubbenmoy. And we're going to bring Aurelien Chouameni on for Mohamed El Neni. And I am also going to bring on Davor Suker for Queiroz. This is much more resemblance of my actual main team at the moment. And so, yeah, basically, it's been an interesting week, because I've been through something that you just shouldn't do with FIFA, and that is like an emotional roller coaster. It's supposed to be a video game where you have fun. It's supposed to be something that you play to like release stress and pressure, not gain it. That's the first time he's done that in like 45 minutes. I wonder if we've got a brother or something playing now. And yeah, it just shouldn't be, got a bit of space in the middle there, that stressful, right? And so I want to get back to just enjoying this game, I suppose. Ooh, we got that down there. Yeah, nice. All right, this guy's like gone all out attack now. There's Eddie. That's the second time I've hit the post with Nketiah. He's got that space on there. I tried to play offside, and I've actually played him onside. Nope. That offside? Nice. All right, we should have some quite easy scoring chances against this guy now, as long as I don't pass him the ball. I tried to turn around with Suker there. I had the through ball. But yeah, basically, I want to get back to like just the basics of this game, being smart again. So that foul for me. Oh, foul for him. So that I can enjoy the wins. Like, you know, last week, like getting 12 wins should have been an achievement. And it was something that was fun, right? Block me, Latau. It was something that was like really nice to have done. But it came with like that whole feeling of like, okay, I didn't really get out of this, man. It's so hard against that Van Dijk, isn't it? I didn't really get out of this what I wanted because I went 7-1, which obviously is amazing with the Arsenal Evo team. And then after going 7-1, it was just crash, wasn't it? We went from 7-1 to like 8-5, I think it was. And at that point, now you're 8-5 and you're thinking, all right, are we even going to hit 11 wins here? You know, we're kind of like stressing now, and it wasn't good. And so it's one of those situations. Let's go King Kai, baby. Let's go King Kai, baby. Let's go King Kai, baby. It's one of those situations where I want to be able to get 12 wins with this team and come out of it feeling like that's really good. Not come out of it feeling like, oh, thank God I got 12. Like, now we can build and hopefully get 14 and start putting that next... That's just not foul, is it? Start putting that next pressure on and things like that, right? Okay, I'm getting into bad habits again here because I'm talking and I'm switching into my defenders and giving this guy all the chance in the world. And I'm using second man press as well for some unbeknownst reason. All right, let's just get this ball into a bit of a safe spot there. So yeah, hopefully this weekend league, I'm able to be onside. Does it matter? Oh, it's a pen ref. Yeah, hopefully this weekend league, I'm able to, you know, play a little bit calmer and set back into that stage where a couple of weeks ago I was. Where, you know, a couple of weeks ago, I was just playing and having fun with it because there was no pressure with this Arsenal team. Then I do this weird thing where I get a good weekend league result with it. You know, what did we get? 10-10, which was half decent. And all of a sudden it's like, okay, now there's a bit of pressure. Now I've got a baseline that I've kind of got to go forwards from, and you just don't have to go forwards from it. You know, you could just take each week as a different week. Everything changes in the game. My team changes. My opponent's teams change. Like, everything changes where we don't have to over-pressurize. Oh, not that really makes sense, but, you know, we don't have to put, like, intense pressure on ourselves to just succeed. How did he not get sent off with Davies? And so I want to get back to... Oh, he is on constant pressure. He's got no stamina at all. So I just want to get back to that point of, like, enjoying the game and enjoying the team and utilizing what I've learned playing this weekend. That will be a red card. Or this last week. Utilizing that to kind of go back to just accepting the fate when it comes to the Arsenal Evo team. Or I don't know if I want to plug my Real Madrid boys in and try and push for like 16 wins or something like that, right? So yeah, I'm undecided as yet. So let me know in the comments, because I won't play another weekend league game before... He's going to quit now that he's got a man down as well. Yeah, I won't play another weekend league game before this video goes live. So yeah, let me know in the comments. We do get ourselves a 3-0 win there, which is quite nice, because that guy had a good team. And I struggle a lot against Van Dijk. He had Fatty Evo, Rodrigo, Coman, Camavinga, Kimmich and Kunku in the meta formation as well, 4-3-2-1. Then pace. Van Dijk being insane, Vasquez insane, and Alisson as well. And if we look at the match highlights there, let's see. Big save from Ramsdale at the start. This shot off of Evo'd Nketiah hitting the post. This was my literal first attack of the game, guys, as well. 27th minute here. We got the ball in. We got a turn with Evo'd Nketiah. I expect that to go in. He's hit the post. It's unlucky. What I think this guy's mistake was... Yes, he hasn't kind of put any curve on it to actually whip it in. But what I think this guy's mistake was is when I went 1-0 up here with Kai Havertz, which, and again, this was just my second attack of the game. Havertz with a good goal there. After going 1-0 up, he went all-out attack. We then get another goal with Kai Havertz, and people keep asking me, who's my favourite player? Who's my favourite Evo? It's him. Wow, how's that gone in? I tried to finesse that to the far post. And he's kind of like popped it straight at the goalkeeper. Oh, that's mad, isn't it? I mean, it's nice that it's gone in, but I expected, like, look at the angle that he's got. All of that space over there. I kind of like... tried to whip it around with the finesse shot, and he's hit it straight. fair enough. And then we get the goal of Evo'd Nketiah. It was just a penalty, mind you. And here it is. Big Eddie stepping up for another goal for the club. I really like him. I really like Havertz as well. There's actually quite a few players in this team that I really like that could probably be in... Like if I want to use the Arsenal Evos as much as possible, when it comes to the Real Madrid contingency, if I just had this setup instead, and unfortunately it would be Wubben that would have to go for Evo'd Nketiah because she's just not fast enough, and Kivior's get intercept, which is really good and just better defending and physical. And then if we also had Aurelien Chouameni here, this I wouldn't mind playing basically every game with. Obviously, with Davos Suker in there instead of Gio, it removes another one. This does mean that we do keep Kivior, we do keep Maritz, and then everything else was the same. But I'd probably be more open to playing... I'd probably enjoy it way more having this team as the team. Just because we've got those few super meta players in there that will really help carry us in those tough situations. But let me know what you think anyway down below, guys. That is going to be the end for today. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rate, and comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.